Now, Bodhisattva Vow, generally speaking, there are two different kinds of ceremonies for taking the Bodhisattva vows according to the Mahayana tradition of the Madhyamaka middle way. These are according to the tradition of vast activities of Asanga, the vows of Bodhicitta in aspiration and action, or the application, are taken separately in two different ceremonies. And then in the tradition of the profound view of Nagarjuna, the vows of Bodhicitta in aspiration and application are taken together. And it is also possible to distinguish two rituals for the taking of the vow according to the capacity of the individual concerned. Today we are going to use the ceremony for taking the Bodhisattva vow in the tradition of profound of view of Nagarjuna, and the vows of Bodhicitta in aspiration and application are taken together. Okay, so use one ceremony for that, and you can see here this ritual has three different parts. The preparation, main part, and then conclusion. So the first preparation, when taking the Bodhisattva vow, we should have the pure motivation of doing it for the sake of all beings. So first we should say the immeasurable prayers one time because it helps you correct your motivation, you know. So we have to say that just one time together, okay? Ready? May all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness, and be from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be parted from the sublime bliss that is free from suffering. May they never be in a state of equanimity, free from attachment and aversion to those near and far. Just once enough. Correct your motivation. The motivation for doing anything has very profound effects, you know, on the result. Therefore, it is very important. So you should think in, you know, that you want to reach liberation so that you can help others. And, you know, I'm doing this benefit of all living beings. And I'm going to take the vow because there are actually two reasons. Temporarily, I can change my mind through practice bodhicitta. I can develop my kindness. And if I take the vows, then I become a bodhisattva. So that's temporary. And ultimately, I have the potential to attain liberation. I have this Buddha nature. So if I practice bodhicitta, then there is a potential to become enlightenment. So that's why two reasons that, you know, we take the vows. So this kind of motivation gives you sort of confidence, you know. So that's why very important. Correct your motivation before you take the vow. That's good. And after that, we have the offering mandala to our teacher for giving the Bodhisattva vow. So we have to recite the prayer one time together, okay? You ready?
Start on page 1 or is it
Page 4. Okay. The earth, you see that earth, yep, not with the perfume, the water and the stream with flowers, mountain mirror and forest containing it, ornaments with sun and moon. By offering them, visualize in the Buddha field. May all being in this pure Tangur Rana Mandala Buddha Minga Samada Sabarana Samai Ahong. So you sort of visualize, right? All the good things exist in this universe, and then you offer all of that, to our teacher for receive the blessings, the lineage Bodhisattva Vow. So you visualize that. Now we have the supplication prayer. This prayer we make a sort of request to the teacher who gives you the Bodhisattva Vow, in this case me. So you should think, in the same way the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas at the beginning of the path have raised themselves, Bodhicitta, the wish to attain perfect awakening. In the same way, I want to develop Bodhicitta in my mind. So you sort of request, please give me the Bodhicitta vow and sort of allow me to take the promise, the commitment of awakening. So that's we have there. So this, I think actually we just one time is enough. So together, okay? The supplication prayer. Grant us the supreme Bodhicitta that turns us away from the path to the lower realms, that shows us the path to the higher realms, and leads us to where there is neither birth nor death. Okay? That's one time, that's enough. Request and prayer. And then we have three different sort of subsections again. The first here we have general benefits of bodhicitta. This is very important to understand, right? But we already talked about the benefits of bodhicitta. So you, I hope, understand very well. So the benefit, that's in general. And then we have second here, specific benefit of bodhicitta. This is about the difference between the aspiration bodhicitta, application bodhicitta, so the specific benefit of the bodhicitta. And then last we have the preciousness of those who have the bodhicitta mind. So this means, if we have bodhicitta mind, and we take the Bodhisattva vow, no matter where we are, and whatever the people around us, circumstance, good or bad, and whether we are sort of rich or poor, we will never feel unhappiness. Whatever we do, our mind will be happy, peaceful, and our whole attitude will be pure, and everything will turn out excellently. The teachers say that, our body, the bodhisattvas, body living in this sort of impure samsara, this world, but our mind will sort of, experience sort of splendor, happiness, so all time, because of the bodhicitta mind, give this benefits. So that's why we have here the last, this line is, we call it the preciousness of those who have bodhicitta mind. So that's we have here. So we have to say these prayers together one time, okay? Understand? Good. Okay, first, contemplating wisely throughout the age, the Buddha's been that it helps boundless multitude in being brought easily to supreme joy. If Bodhicitta is born, that moment, and those suffering chained in prison of samsara are called children of the Buddha, revered by all the world, by gods and human beings. O weakened mind, it's a non-brief to have to expect. Aspiration, bodhicitta, intention, and act 10 bodhicitta, particular judgment. Just as one understands the difference between wishing to go and setting out upon a journey, similarly the wise should understand the different stages of these two. I bow down before those in whom this most precious secret mind is born. I take refuge in those great. Good. After that, we have the offerings, the seven branches, accumulation of merit, right? So first, there are many ways we can offer it, but for us, the best way to accumulate merit is to use these seven branch prayers. So first, we visualize that we are offering all of the sort of wealth and good things in this universe to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, so that the precious Bodhicitta will arise in our mind. That's why we offer first seven branch is offering, right? Okay, we have to say that one time together with the visualizations. Understand? Okay. In order that I might adopt the precious jewel of mind, I now make the most excellent of offering to the Buddhas, to the secret Dharma, that most real, and to Buddha's children whose qualities are limitless. Okay? And then second branch, we prostrate, right, to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. For this practice, we should visualize ourselves. These are visualizations, right? When you recite the prayer, you have to visualize that, ourselves, our body sort of multiplied infinitely. At the same time, also visualize that all beings in the universe are prostrating with us, and taking that we are sort of practicing with all beings, and that we have sort of feeling respect and devotion towards the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, so that the precious Bodhicitta will arise in our mind, okay? With visualization. To all the Buddhas of the Dharmas in the Supreme Assembly, with bodies equally. And then third, confession. This branch, we regret and purify all our negative acts done with our body, speech, and our mind since time without beginning. This also you have to visualize so that the precious bodhicitta will arise in our mind. Okay? Say this prayer one time. All the mids that I wrongdoer have done, all the efforts that afflict me, even the complete and wrong. Okay, then we have fourth branch is rejoicing, right? We rejoice at all positive acts and beneficial activity accomplished by Buddha, Bodhisattvas, and also ordinary beings, so that we have to rejoice. This is antidote, the jealous, right? So whatever who's done good things, good acts, good things, we rejoice, right? We rejoice so that the precious bodhicitta will arise in our mind, okay? One time. Full of delight, I rejoice in the ocean-like virtues of bodhicitta, an action that benefit all beings and lead supreme bliss. Okay, that's down. And then now we have feet. This supplication, the Buddhas to turn the wheel of Dharma, right? So we pray to sort of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, masters, wherever they are, to sort of, we visualize this, right? All of this visualization in our mind. So to turn the wheel of Dharma, because we need teachings in order to develop our bodhicitta mind, so that if we have teachings, then the precious bodhicitta will arise in our mind, okay? So that's why this prayer branch, so with visualizations one time. With joined hands I pray, you Buddhas of the directions, light the lamp of Dharma, for those us covered by ignorance and the darkness of suffering. Okay. Now, the sixth, requesting the Buddhas not to pass into Nirvana. So we prayed for Buddhas and especially our teachers and bodhisattvas to remain in this world for the benefit of all living beings, because without them there would be no opportunity to practice. And without an opportunity to practice, we cannot develop the precious bodhicitta in our mind. So that's why a long life, good people, very teachers, masters, Buddhas, bodhisattvas, very important in our life. So that's why the sixth branch visualize and then say one time again. Through all, not that one. With joined hands I pray, you Buddhas who wish to pass into Nirvana, do not leave us wandering in blindness. Remain among us for... All right, now the seventh, dedication. It's very important, right? We dedicate the merit, accumulate all the practice that, the six paramita, six perfections, and these six branches, bodhicittas, we take in the Bodhisattva vows, all this, virtues. We sort of dedicate all, well for being the benefit of liberation, all living beings, so that the precious bodhicitta will arise in our mind. So with that visualization, say one time. Through all these actions now performed, and all the virtues I have gained, may the sufferings of all beings be removed. Very good. Now we've done the preparation session. Now the main session, which is the Bodhisattva Vow. But before we take the vow, we again make sure we offer again our body, our possessions, our virtues to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, because we are so attached to these three things, right? Our body, self, ourself, and then our property, our possession, and even our virtues things. We attach to them, so we just offer them, bodhisattvas, Buddhas, bodhisattvas, so that precious bodhicitta will arise in our mind. Okay, so that's we have to do that again. Okay, with that visualization, say one time the prayer. My body and all that I possess, my present and future virtues, I dedicate them all without regret to benefit all living beings. Okay, next is the vow. We request in the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and our teachers say, please think of me and turn your wisdom mind towards us for the vow. So with that kind of devotion, we have to say this prayer one time again. Until where we are? All you Buddhas, yes, who dwell in the 10 directions, all you great Bodhisattvas on the 10 levels, all you great teachers in the Vajra orders, turn your wind towards me, I pray. Perfect. Now we have the Refuge Prayer, because of course we can't take these vows without the Refuge Vow, right? Because it is the foundation. So therefore, before taking the vow of Bodhicitta, we must first take Refuge Vow, so that we have the foundation for the Bodhisattva Vow, and then the precious Bodhicitta will arise in our mind, okay? Until I realize heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, and likewise in the Dharma, and the assembly of Bodhisattva 3 times. Until I realize enlightenment, I take the refuge of until I realize the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, and likewise in the Dharma and the assembly of Bodhisattvas. Perfect. Now, now the Bodhisattva vow. So I want you correct your motivation again for the vow. According to Buddhism, where they believe that everywhere there is a space, there are beings. Okay, everywhere there are beings, there are sort of conflicting emotions. You know, everywhere there are conflicting emotions, negative karma is accumulated. So from negative karma, the suffering of beings occurs, right? But right now, we understand that, but we don't have the power to help all living beings, liberate them from suffering and make them happy. We don't have that capacity. So, before you take the vow, think like that. From now on, start today, I commit myself to attain perfect liberation, great love, great compassion for all beings, and I'm going to practice bodhicitta for all living beings. That's you have to think about that. With that motivation, to begin the ceremony, you need to stand up, and then you have to prostrate 3 times to the Buddhas, Bodhisattva. You visualize that in front of you, and then prostrate to those Buddhas, Bodhisattvas 3 times. And then you've done that. After the prostration, you need to place your both knees on the ground, join your hand at your heart, and then this is the vow, okay? Then repeat 3 times after me, and then the vow, bodhicitta, Understand? Okay. So make sure pure motivation, and then 3 prostration, okay? Those who take bodhisattva vows. Okay. I will say first and then you repeat after me, okay? Yeah? Yep, like that. All right. Just as the Buddhas of the past arose the Bodhichitta, and established themselves by stages in the training of the Bodhisattva, just so, for the benefit of beings, I will arouse Bodhicitta. And likewise, I will train in progressively in those practices. That's first. Now, second. Just as the Buddhas of the past aroused Bodhicitta, and established themselves by stages in the training of the Bodhisattva, just so for the benefit of beings, I will arouse Bodhicitta. And likewise, I will train in progressively in those practices. Okay, that's second. Now, during the third recitation, at the end of the prayer, I snap my finger like that, In that moment, you have to visualize you have fully received the vows, and you commit yourself to sort of maintain the wish of attain liberation, okay? And that's very important. Understand? You visualize Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Masters, all the lineages in front of you, and then in the end, I snap my finger like that. Then you receive all the blessings of this. The Bodhisattva's vows comes to your mind, and then you receive all the vows. Understand? Okay. Third. Just as the Buddhas of the past arose the Bodhicitta, and established themselves by stages in the training of a Bodhisattva, just so for the benefit of beings, I will arouse Bodhicitta. And likewise, I will train in progressively in those practices. All right, now you can sit down. Now we have the cultivation of joy for oneself and others, the prayers. So now you have the Bodhisattva vows. The cultivation of, joy for oneself first, okay? We have to say this together one time. Today my life has become meaningful, having well attained human existence. I have been born family of Buddha, and now among Buddha children. Thus, whatever actions I do from now on must be actions to be. Never shall I do anything to degrade. This fault is never family. Just like a blind person discovering precious jewels in a heap of rich. So through fortune is coincidence. Bodhicitta has been born with me. Okay, now this is the recite this verse one time and cultivate joy for others. Today, in the presence of all the protectors, I invite all beings to the state of enlightenment, at the feast of temporal and ultimate bliss. May the guest to good guide the others rejoice. Now, you receive the vows from our teachers, from our lineage. So we have to offer mandala to our teachers, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, again, one time, okay? Say one time. The earth Tangur Rana Mandala Buddha Menga Samada Sabha Rana Samaye Ahong. Very, very good. Before the aspiration and dedication prayer, another thing is you, all of you who took the vows, you are become sort of members of the Bodhisattva family. I don't know, you remember, there are three different Bodhisattvas. Which one you? Apprentice Bodhisattva, or stages in the Bodhisattva, or Bodhisattva, the emanation, the Buddhas. So you are Mahayana members, the family. So we are from this time on the path of the Mahayana and families of Bodhisattva, and we are definitely we are purified, from many past negative acts, and we accumulated much merit because of the vow, because of your commitment, because of your permits. So this is very profound sort of meditation or purification. So I'm 100% sure that you purified so many negative thoughts and karmas beginning time, no time, no beginning. You accumulated all these negative karmas. You already purified. That's for sure. You should believe that, So therefore, we must, in the future, often remind ourselves of the extremely sort of great benefit of bodhicitta. This is we called ourselves of the benefit of bodhicitta. So you have to remember that every single days the benefit of bodhicitta. Remember that, and then not only remembering that, it's very important the renewing the vow at least every day. We have that here for you. Once, where is that? Okay, first page. It said daily practice to renew the Bodhisattva vow. So, okay, you have to, if you can, you recite this Bodhisattva vow. I do this every morning, every day, every morning, before I three prostrate to my teachers, Buddhas, and then I say these prayers, and then after the Bodhisattva vow, then I sort of remind, sort of promise and commit my practice and thinking about others like that every day. If you can, every day, renewing the vow, very important, So use this ritual if you can. That's very important, So this the prayer is we have there 12 lines, and this is from Atisha. No, the Shantandewas, this from Shantandewa. Also, we have the 4 lines from Adisha, right? The short one, either way. But usually people, this is very common from the Shantandewa's prayer. This is include refuge and bodhicitta, and very nice prayer. So you can, say this, prayers. If you have time, every day, renew.
Just these two?
No, no, no.
It's one page. Turn the other side.
Oh, the whole page?
Yeah, whole page. Okay, you have to memorize that.
Oh, next two.
Yep. First, that's reciting, this prayer at least 3 times. My teachers, they 6 times a day they do this, but I usually just 1 time in the morning. So we sort of recite this, we call it commitment prayer, and in front of Buddha, or if you don't have that pictures or stage Buddha, you just visualize Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, masters, your lineage, and then you say this 3 times. That's very important. So, understand? Any questions?
And that's the 12-line prayer.
Yes, they are here, 12-line prayer.
Well, just the first page 3 times?
No, no.
All 3?
No, first, let me see. All the Buddhas with this is a request in prayer, right? Supplication prayer. You visualize, this makes you visualize Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, masters, and you say, please, you great teachers, holders, turn your mind toward me, I pray. And then that's 1 time, okay? That's prayer 1 time. And then we have the refuge bodhicitta prayer, right? These are 3 times. The refuge prayer 3 times, and then Bodhisattva vow, this 3 times, and then the cultivation of joy oneself and cultivation joy others. This you can recite just once. Got it? Okay. So that's that. And then now we're done. And there is here aspiration and dedication prayer, please. May Supreme Precious Bodhicitta take birth where it has not risen, where it has risen, may it never win, but continue to grow forevermore. As this courageous Manjushri understood, just like Samandabhadra as well, I now dedicate all these virtues, following their example, one and all. Prayer of 6. Oh yeah, this is nice too. This is by Longchenpa. May I in all my life, no matter where I'm born, obtain the 7 qualities of the realm of existence. May I meet the Dharma immediately after taking birth and have the freedom to practice perfectly. May I please the Sublime Guru and day and night dedicate myself to Dharma by visualizing the Dharma and practicing it in May I cross the ocean of conditioned existence in this very life. May I teach the sublime Dharma perfectly and never become aware of tired benefiting others in samsara. May my own pure and all activities benefit others. May all attain enlightenment together. This is shepherd-like body. All right, that's all. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming. Practice together as a group, Bodhisattva group, and thank you very much, Kit, for the translation in German from German to English. This when I was Germany last year, my student took the Bodhisattva vow, so I sort of arranged this vow from masters. Very good. So you can keep the prayer. And thank you very much. All other what do you call it? Volunteers. Thank you very much. Who are? Heather, Martin. Okay. And thank you for the flower. Very nice. John.
Gregory.
Okay, Gregory.
Yes.
Ron.
Yeah.
All. Mary.
Angela.
Yes. In July. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for all. Thank you. And then practice, please, Bodhicitta as much as you can. Very good for you. And then that's all. I'm done.